The Wild Robots, brand new DreamWorks animated film that just hit theaters. This comes from director Chris Sanders, who's also directed other films in DreamWorks like The Croods, as well as the first How to Train Your Dragon. He also directed 2002's Lilo and Stitch. This movie stars Lupita Nyong'o voicing Roz, who is a robot who, for some reason, seems to be abandoned by her creators and is stuck on this island with a bunch of animals. And her job is just to find tasks to do for her programming. And she, by accident, imprints on a young goose who later be voiced by Kit Connor, called Brightbill, who is learning how to eat, drink, and be able to migrate for the fall. Along the way, also, Roz meets a fox named Fink, who's voiced by Pedro Pascal, who also has no friends on the island and is looking for something, really a purpose in his life. Also in the film, lending their voices is Bill Nighy, Stephanie Hsu, Matt Berry, Ving Rhames, Catherine O'Hara, and Mark Hamill. The film is an hour and 41 minutes and is PG. Welcome back to a brand new review here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Denenberg. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie and TV show reviews daily, as well as other box office breakdown show every single Tuesday, out of theater reactions, and movie franchise rankings. So, which includes, I already did a DreamWorks ranking a couple years ago, so you can check that out as well here on the channel. Give us 250 subscribers. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on The Wild Robot? If you saw it, did you like it? Did you not like it? Was this one of your favorite movies of the year, least favorite? All those things. Where do you stand on DreamWorks animation? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, please like the video. So, the only hopefulness I had for the movie actually coming in was the critics, because the trailers did not sell me on this movie whatsoever. I was not impressed by any of the trailers. I had no excitement from that perspective, but the reviews were very strong for this movie over the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to see if it lives up to that hype that fellow critics, put out for the movie. And I'll just say right off the bat, I love this movie. And this is the exact type of movie that needs to be seen in the theater, meaning we're in a time in Hollywood, right, where so many people, fans, I put that in quotations, complain in Hollywood and complain on social media and complain here on YouTube that there's no original content, and there's no original content. The only thing these studios are doing are IP or sequel movies. Yes, this is DreamWorks, but yes, it's based off a book, but this is an original idea with no IP that's well known to anyone. These are the type of movies, if you're wanting original films, you have to go see The Wild Robot, because if The Wild Robot doesn't do well, what do you think DreamWorks is going to do? Do another couple more Shreks, a couple more Madagascars, for example. If you want original filmmaking, you have to put your butt in the seat in the theater. And I'm saying that because this is a great movie. This movie honestly floored me with how emotionally resonant it is. Because it has a lot of themes, it has a lot of lessons that kids can get out of it. It gives a lessons about adults who have no purpose in life and are trying to figure out what that purpose is. And then you have a character in Roz who's a robot, but it has very similar traits to parents. The way Roz, when she becomes the mother to a goose, the story, and I'm not spoiling anything, it's just that the themes of the film are that just like, robot, she has all this advanced technology and she still doesn't know how to parent, just like humans in real life, they've been set up their entire lives of education and knowledge, and they still don't understand the gravity of becoming a parent. So I think there's so many different people that will find an emotional connection to this film. I've seen, which means this is the perfect family film. Because yes, this movie can be a lot of fun. There are some action scenes. Kids will have a good time, put a smile on their face, beautiful animation, and will learn a lesson. While parents can also relate a lot to the robot character, and people maybe in my position, or even older adults can really relate to the Fox's character, the Fox character voiced by Pascal. So that for me is such a win. This movie had so much heart. And heart and soul. And yes, this movie can be quite familiar. You're not shocked by the direction that the movie goes in, but the journey is so excellent that yes, will certain plot points. Is this the most unpredictable movie? No, it's a definitely familiar beats that you've seen in a billion other animated films, but it's the journey that gets you to those moments that make those moments resonate more. Familiar isn't bad. It's all about the execution of some familiar aspects, and this movie executes it very well. As I said, the animation is just jaw-dropping. DreamWorks has really elevated themselves over the last couple years. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish from Universal DreamWorks. That was kind of a jaw-dropping animated film as well from them. And this movie also is just beyond gorgeous. I think it's the best looking animated film of the entire year. Performance-wise, the voice cast is very strong here. Lupita Nyong'o is excellent in the film because she does the stereotypical robot-like voice in the beginning, but as she starts to kind of override things and try to become this parent, she kind of changes the way her dialogue. That is writing. It's also the tone of the voice, and Lupita does a really good job. Pedro Pascal is excellent in this film as Fink, a very interesting, relatable fox that like maybe I would relate to more than any of the characters in the movie. So he's very good. Bill Nighy is also another standout. He plays the character of Longneck, someone who's leading the migration, kind of the only goose who is on the side of this goose being raised by a monster. Ving Rhames, Mark Hamill, Catherine Harrow, they all stand out in their own way. But as I said, it is the depth of the story and the relatability to the story. I was shocked how swept up I was. I had chills towards the later parts of the movie. The emotional payoffs are going to be very emotional for people, but what people aren't saying in the reviews are, yes, a lot of people are going to cry. Did I get a little teary-eyed? Possibly, but it's not because the movie's depressing or sad or having this overly sad message that a lot of films have tried to rip off Pixar for many years. And this movie has a lot of like joyful cries. This is a very uplifting, positive movie. It also talks about how people from no matter what background you are, no matter what your beliefs are, we can come together and get stuff done. And in a time where it seems like we're so far away from that, this movie has that message in a kids movie, and that's really powerful. And as I said, it's an uplifting, powerful movie. It's not having depressing scenes just to make you cry. This movie earns it by the release of those emotions by watching this film. So this for sure should be in my top 10 overall for the year. We still have a couple months left of the year, so I don't want to say that, but this and Inside Out 2, just fantastic animated films that I can't wait to see how they battle each other throughout award season. So overall, I'm going to give The Wild Robot a 4.5 out of 5. I'm going to go 91% for the new DreamWorks film. This is DreamWorks' best film in a long time. Please check it out. These are the exact movies that if you put your butt in the seats and you go to the theater, they will make movies like this more often. It's up to the audience. Studios are looking at the checks, and if this movie does not do well at the box office, we might not get movies like this moving forward. So please, I'm begging you out there, please go check out The Wild Robot. Like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, do all those things, and I'll see you guys in the next video.